Hi everyone. Hello over there. Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Question Live Show with your host, Verona Willis-Brown, and that is me. Yes, indeed. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in here. Yes. So now I would like to welcome you all to another session where we are here. On this platform, we inspire, we empower, we motivate, we empower you to motivate yourself. But most of all, we encourage you, inspire you, but most of all, we support each other. So if you have a story, if you have a book, if you have work, if you have work in progress, come on in so we can build a family, a team, so we can grow together. So what? We can support each other. When we support each other, we define what success is, because no one person can succeed by themselves. It doesn't matter what position they're in right now, whether you're in top, low, wherever you are. You did not get there by yourself. So we all have an intention to create our success story. And because we want to create a success story, we must work together. Once we come together and work together, we will be stronger. We will have a better world. So please come on in with the intention that we are going to work together. Whatever team you want to build, it's a togetherness. Wherever you want to go, it is a togetherness. Together is the key. Together is the key. If we are not together, whether mentally or physically, socially, emotionally, spiritually, financially, then we are not creating a better world for generations to come. Therefore, when we come here on this space, I ask you to just come with intention to put down and impart and impact and inspire somebody else to come into the space of togetherness. Now tonight we have a topic of hanging on to something, gripping on to something, holding on to something. We are going to talk about it, of how we can let go of that grip, because we tend to have a grip of what? For you to find out. Yeah. But we are going to encourage you tonight to just let go. Let go of those strong grip. Hold on like that tight fist. Let us let that go. So again, as your host, I want to say welcome to each and every one of you. Now listen to me here. If this is your first time tuning in, I want to say a special welcome to you. Yes. Put in the comment section that it is your first time. So what? You can get a special welcome. Yes. And if this is not your first time tuning in, whether you're listening to me or hearing me on the Question Live Show, then of course you are a returning audience. And returning audience, I welcome you just the same. But when you show up, I show up together. And as I mentioned, when we show up together, we will have a better world. Good. So I oftentimes tell you this, that when you show up, you're not showing up for yourself. You're showing up for your family, your community, and generations to come. That when we are so far gone, they can see our handprint, our heartprint, and our footprints, so they could have something to walk on into. So with that said, I want to say welcome to you, returning audience, and you first timer. Now let's go back to the first timer. First timers, just want to let you know that here on the Question Live Show, we have rules. Don't you let your heart go flutter or your mind go scatter because I said rules. Rules are everywhere you go. Whether you come to my house, I go to your house, you go to church, you go to mass, you go to school, you go to synagogue, you go to the temple. Right around the world, we do have rules. Some we break, some we abide by, some we just like, whatever. Yes. But here on the Question Live Show, we have baby rules, little tiny rules. I just call them house rules. They're very, very small. How many of them? 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4. That's 5. We have 5 of them. Simple 5 rules to abide by here. If you don't abide by all 5, you abide by 1. That's up to you. No judgment here. If you don't abide by any, then that's still up to you. No judgment here. Absolutely no judgment. This is a safe space that you can come on in where there's no judgment. Feel comfortable being here. What is rule number 1? Rule number 1, if you are watching me and I acknowledge you in the audience by seeing you in the audience and I spotlight your name on the screen, simply mean you. Yes, you are in the live audience. And if you are in the live audience, I ask you just to go right there, over there. Go right there in the middle. You see the word share? Click that share button and invite someone else to come on in and dine with us. Yes, sharing the live is like sharing fresh food that just come off the stove, out of the oven, the one that your mama made, the one that now become your favorite meal. Yes, and we would like to share. We would like to share our favorite things, especially food. My mama said, never deprive anybody from food. Now, if you are watching this, and I don't spotlight your name on the screen, most likely you are watching the replay, or most likely you're sitting in the back just looking through the window where you don't want to be seen. You're shy, or you just don't want to be seen, period. What I ask you now is just to go on right there again, click that share button, invite somebody else to come on in and dine with you. Sometimes it's just not good to sit and eat by yourself. So when you are sharing the replay, #replay, let us know what is it that you learn, because sharing the replay is like sharing leftover food. And some leftover food do taste good, honey. Why? Because it seems like the food is cooking all over again. And it's marinated and it's like, mwah. Indeed. So we want to do that. Listen. They say sharing is claim, but that sounds too cliche. Sharing is not just caring. Sharing is a part of our DNA. And caring is a part of our DNA too. So we want to put both of them together. And we want to ignite sharers and carers of this wonderful world that we have. Absolutely. So that's exactly what we want to do. We want to be sharers and we want to be carers. That is rule number 1. So don't forget to look down there. 1, 2, 3 over there. It's right there in the middle. It says share. Click that share button and invite somebody else to come on in with you. Rule number 2. Grab yourself something to write with, whether it is a pen, a pencil, marker, crayon, whatever it is. It could be a piece of feather. Wherever you're getting your feather from, that's your business. Now, if you have some feather, you need some paint or some ink to dip it in and scrabble away. When you do that, you want to grab yourself a notebook or a piece of paper. Yes, indeed. And when you do that, you should be ready. Now, if you don't have any of such, you want to grab your electronic devices. Indeed. Now, listen, if you are watching me right now, you are on an electronic device. Why? Because you are not in the studio with me. So therefore, you are watching me on an electronic device. It's called your computer, your laptop, whatever you are watching me on. Inside of that device, there is a blank page. It's called the notepad section. So we want to utilize that blank page and take some notes. Now, if you are watching me and you have another device called your cell phone, go in there and use it up as well. There's a blank section in there as well called the notepad section. But anywho, you want to text to yourself, because that's what most of us do on our phone. We text. So you want to text back to yourself. Now the show is called the Question Live Show. So you must be asking the question, Verona, what is it that you're asking us to write down? Not a problem. Let me tell you. You see here on the Question Live Show, we drop juicy contents and golden nuggets, and I encourage you to write them down. Write them down for several reasons. First one is when you write things down, you are extracting the very thoughts out of your head and you're putting them on paper, and the paper is looking back at you, and now they become reality because now it manifests a little bit faster. Why? Because it's going to keep staring at you. That's good. 2, when you write a word down, that word can extend into a sentence and another sentence and so forth. And then those sentences can go into paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs. And as a result, they can go into pages and pages and pages. Now, as a result of all those pages, what will happen? You might just end up with a book. You see, we as writers, we like to write our own story and attempt to write yours, but it's not the same thing as you writing your own story. Yes, you can, because we all got a story deep down inside of us, whether it is 1, 2, or 3. Whatever the amount of story we have our own story deep inside of us. And when we extract those stories, it can just be a strategic way for somebody to get around a situation, or it might just add on to a solution that we mixed up and come to a conclusion. So with that said, as we talk about mixing things up, let's go to the next rule. The next rule is grab yourself something to drink, whether it is water, wine, tea, or juice, soda, whatever it is. It could be some shake, some smoothie, some porridge, some soup, or maybe some broth. Whatever is it that you're drinking, you might be sipping on a popsicle right now, but whatever is it that you're drinking, that is fine. Just put in the comment section right there that you are drinking something. If you want to put what you're drinking, then that is up to you. Now listen here, I am telling you to put something that you're drinking, not because I want to be nosy. Absolutely not. I don't want to be nosy to know what you are drinking on this Thursday or this Friday. Because yes, we are in 2 different time zones wherever we are. You know, we can do 2 different time zones. So whether it is your Thursday or your Friday, I am not asking you to tell me what you're drinking because I want to be nosy. I'm just saying to you here on the Question Live Show, we like to celebrate, darling. Yes, we do. So whether it is a small win or a big win, whatever it is, we like to celebrate. So if you do have something to celebrate, whether it is your birthday, your anniversary, you're getting married, you got married, you having a baby, you just found out you're pregnant, you graduated, your children graduated, whatever it is, you develop yourself a little bit more, you read a book or 2, you wrote 1 line, 2 lines to a story, whatever it is, we like to celebrate you. So what happened? I raised my glass, my fancy glass today. I raised my glass, you raise your cup, your spoon, your whatever you're drinking from. We raise it together and we say cheers. Cheers to you because it is a form of support. So we like when you come on in and we cheers and say, yes, you've done well. Because when we do that and we support each other, you see that we achieve a little bit more. Yes, we do. Good. Now, even though I mentioned all those drinking stuff, I like to recommend you drink water. Yes, I encourage you to drink some water. Couple reasons. When you drink water, it quenches your thirst, it flushes the body, and it flushes the body of toxin. Now, I am not a medical doctor, but I know a thing or 2. It flushes the body of toxin, and believe me, you gonna know the difference. So I encourage you to drink water. And for 2, I am a strong believer. Because what? Jesus turned water into wine. And I like me some miracle. Yes, darling. So if you turn water into wine, Lord, I might just have some wine poured in my glass tonight. You never know what would happen. So it is very good that we believe in miracles. And it's very good that we have a strong belief. Whether you believe water turned into wine, but whatever the case is, we must have a strong belief system. Believe in yourself first. That when you believe in yourself, honey, you know that you can achieve anything. Yes. Now, with that said, with all that drinking, if you need to use the bathroom, whether it's to the right, to the left, wherever your bathroom is located, go now. And then you're going to come right back and grab your seat right here in the Question Live Show. Because when you come and grab your seat, what happened? Your seat is reserved. Just like the seat of life, your seat is reserved with your names on it. And not only your name, but your intention, your expectation, your gifts, your talent, your goal, your aspiration, your purpose, your destiny. And inside of all of that is greatness. Why? Because greatness lies in us. And when we expel those greatness, what happened? We will create greatness. A whole galaxy of great people creating greatness. So yes, you come here, your seat is reserved. Absolutely. Now, if you're coming here and you think there is no seat, then guess what we're going to do in the seat of life? You're going to walk with a folding chair. Yes, those chairs that people go to the park with. Walk with your own folding chair, because why? There's always a position for you to fill. We all have position to fill. And when we hold a position to fill, honey, when they're telling there's no seat around the table, you put your bottom on the floor and sit down. Because there is a position. Yes, there is a position. Now, ladies, anywhere we go outside of our house, there's always a line to the bathroom. So if you are outside right now and there is a line to the bathroom, excuse yourself and say, excuse me, sir, can I use the bathroom? Go to the other bathroom, use it, and then you're going to come right back and grab your seat. Absolutely. But if you are in your house and there is a line to your bathroom, we need to talk, because there should be a line to your bathroom. Good. Now let's roll to the other one. We got a tiny one, a tiny rule. And it says that if I say something and it resonates with you, whether it touch your heart or hit your mind, put in the comment section, yes. Yes simply means that we are working together. Yes simply means that we are aligning up ourselves to support each other. Yes simply means the show is called the Question Live Show. So if I say something or if I ask a question, yes, it's just a form of support. When you put yes, it is saying that, hello, Verona, I'm with you. Now, when you are with me, you see me, simply mean that it is support, and I want to thank you. Yes. Good. Now that we established that, I just want to let you know, this is not a monologue. So that's another reason why I ask you to put yes. Because this is not a monologue. This is a dialogue. A dialogue is simply mean it is a conversation between you and I. So we gonna go back and forth. This is very interactive. So don't just sit there, put your feet up, sip your drink, and don't interact. I encourage interaction on this space. Now listen to me. I mentioned drinking something that if you have something to drink, I just ask you to drink on my behalf. Why? Because I am back here doing all the talking, and very few times I stop to sip something. So when you drink, you just drink on my behalf. It is a form of support, and that's all I am here for. When we are here together supporting each other, you see that we will have a better world. So let us get on in there. Let us get on in there, because I want to go over there, in there, to the audience. And when I go over there in the audience, I just want to welcome those who are in the audience. Let me tell you something before I do that. For those who went to the bathroom, if they're taking long, listen to me, that is none of my business. Because when you are taking long, when life show up, life is not waiting on you. Absolutely not. Life come and go like that. So none of my business. Let me go on in the audience right now. I just want to say first right here, I see Dave. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Question Live Show. It is good to have you again. See, we have a returning guest. So now you're no longer a newbie. You're no longer first time. You are here again. Yes, indeed. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. Leftover food. Yes, if you are watching the replay, which I know you're not because I just spotlight your name on the screen, Dave. So anyone that's watching the replay, they're having leftover food. I just want to say, yes, indeed. And of course, sharing is caring, but it is a part of our DNA, so we want to share. and we want to care as well. Indeed. And I just want to say, welcome, Theta. Welcome, welcome, welcome indeed. Thank you kindly for showing up. Thank you kindly for your support. I celebrate you all over there because when you show up, I show up and we just show up together. And that's what we need, togetherness. Yes, indeed. Plenty of water. Listen to me. Water is the key. Water. Sometimes we fool ourselves that we need food, but we don't really need food. We just need some water. They say he grab your seat. Yes, grab your seat. Now you getting VIP ticket because I see you as the first one up there. I know you getting VIP seat. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Water is the tea. I'm drinking water. I have my pen. Your pens. I have used the bathroom before. I'm ready to rumble. Tita is on point. Tita's like, listen to me here. I am prepared. Yes, I am prepared. She grabbed up her things and she's like, I'm up in here. So come on in. Come on in. Tita's like, I'm ready. Yes, she is ready. Yes, indeed. Welcome, welcome. Hello. Yes, welcome. I am Q. Bam Media. Welcome. Is this your first time? I think it's your first time. So we like to welcome first timers. Yes, indeed. Please put in the comment section that it is your first time so we could welcome you. Listen to me, first timers. Let me tell you, if you are not in the audience, put in your name, and you're just somewhere watching, I would like to say, listen, we like to welcome people. We like to welcome people to this great family. So if you're back there and you just feel a little bit shy, guess what? Sometimes I feel shy too. But if you're just back there just peeping in through the window or moving the curtain, then guess what happened? We're going to we don't see you. But I want to see you because I like to acknowledge people. Yes, indeed. So when you are watching me from the window, I can't see you, so I can't acknowledge that you're there. Yeah, indeed. So I see. Oh, so it is your first time. Okay, so what? Wait a minute. It is your first time. So I have to first timers. This is what first timers get. First timers get extra welcome. Yes, indeed. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Queen, is this Queen Bab? Oh, God. What? All right, we like to welcome each other indeed. Thank you so much. Nice of you to show up here today. Thank you so much for being here. Now listen here, people. Listen here. All right. Listen to me here, people. As you can see, if you look somewhere, I don't know, somewhere, it show you that the title of tonight's episode says, The Grip That Got Me. The grip. Yes. When we are talking about the grip, we are talking about that tight grip. You know, sometimes you shake somebody's hand and boy, they give you that tight grip. You're like, whoo! Hello. Whoo! Right? You get that tight grip sometimes. And when you get that tight grip, sometimes you're like, boy, you real strong. You're real strong. And then you sit there like, gosh, what you eating? You got some muscles to you. You know, like Popeye the Sailor Man, eat up the spinach and all that good stuff. Lord of mercy. Listen, when somebody give you that grip, hold on to that grip, honey. But tonight, we're gonna work on this grip stuff. We gonna work on that. Yes. So as you can see, the title said that grip that got me. It got me. And believe me, I'm not the only one. There are several people, because oftentimes we don't talk about the grip that got us. Sometimes we don't talk about that. We don't talk about the grip that got us. And it's a grip of not letting go the very things that won't push us forward. Because you see here, we want to be pushed a little bit forward. Why? Because our destiny is waiting for us. Our purpose is waiting for us. And we want to go over there and say, listen, I got pushed towards you, because sometimes we just sit lazy. And when we sit lazy, we don't accomplish much. So if we're accomplishing something right now, we need a little bit more push. So our purpose and our destiny say, welcome. Welcome. Just the same way I said welcome to you, your purpose and your destiny is saying, I would like to welcome you just the same way. Why? We are on this path of success, and every one of us, every last one of us, we all have an intention to create something called success. However you want to define success, that is up to you. Everyone have a success story, and it is personalized. Our success story is personalized, just like anything else, just like the very grip that grabbed us, the one that grabbed our heart and the one that grabbed our mind. So here we want to raise the level of consciousness where we go from the mind of what is overtaking us to grab our heart, because there's a conversation between our mind and our heart every single day. So we want to come into this place of consciousness where we raise that level of consciousness to the decision that we're making to define the success story that we are trying to build. So what are these things that is holding us hostage? Because mentally we can be held hostage without even knowing. Hostage don't mean you're in shackles. No. Somebody didn't hold you on a plantation, but the shackles of our mind, the mentality that we show up with every single time, every single day, is either we are going forward or we are just sitting backward like this. Hands fold, lazy mentality, feet sitting in the mud, and we're not doing anything. So it's a shackle in our mind. So tonight we are going to go over 5 things, 5 areas, 5. Last night we did extra, but tonight we're going to come to 5, because let me tell you something about number 5. You see, if we can do 5 things, we have accomplished one side of our body. Because you see, we got 10 fingers right here. But if we can do 5 things every single day, that simply means we are halfway down the road. Halfway. So if you got 5 and you accomplish 2, you start. You're at the starting point. But if we can accomplish 5 things, if we can say thank you to 5 people every day, if we can be grateful for 5 things every day, if we can let go 5 things every day, you will see that our success story will open just a little bit more. You will see that we raise the level of consciousness just a little bit easier. So what happened? 5 ways to do something, 5 things to accomplish. If we turn the pages of 5 pages to a book, if we write 5 words down, I told you that when you write 1 word down, that 1 word can just result in an entire book. Why? Because each word will add up to a book. Absolutely. So now here we're going to go into 5 things that most likely taking a grip on us. We as a people got to start loosening some things. We got to loosen some things. So we as a people, we as a culture, we as the entire world got to start loosening some things. And when we loosen some things, you will see that we will have a better world. And what is it? We all want a better world. But how can we do it? By starting individually. When we start individually, you will see that collectively we are a better force. We become better together. I'm going to say this again because we need to accept this, that we work better together. We talk about team. Sometimes you have a solo team, but when you build a solo team, at the end of the day, your solo team will not get you far. You need to have a team. And when we are building a team, we need to build it mentally first. So here are 5 ways we can do this. We need to let go several things from that grip, that tight grip. There's a tight grip, and we need to let go these things. The first one that we need to let go, grudges. Stop holding on to grudge. Stop letting grudge take that tight grip. Because when we have that grip of grudge, it is allowing us to be unsettled. 1, in our decision. 2, socially. 3, emotionally. 4, spiritually. 5, financially. Hello, somebody? Hello? Yes. When we are holding on to grip, the grip of grudges will leave us unstable. Let us come out of this place. Let us work together so we can let go of these things. We have to face these things. That when we face the fact that we are holding grudges from the time we were 5, because you see we're talking about number 5 tonight. From the time we were 5, somebody stepped on our toe. From the time we were 5, somebody did not share their pencil with us. From the time we were 5, somebody did not share the sandbox with us. From the time we were 5, somebody stole our first boyfriend, first girlfriend, and we are holding grudges. No. And that grip of grudges is taking us into adulthood. And we are coming into adulthood with the same grudge from the time we were 5. Don't you see? That grip is holding us hostage. Dear viewers, we are not here to hold on to these things, or we are not here to allow these grip to hold us hostage. We are here to be free. We are here to be free. But how can we be free when we are allowing these things to be the master of us? We are the master of our mind. Yes, we are. So let us let grudges go. Let us release grudges out of our system. That is number 1. Number 2. This might sound familiar to some. This might sound new to some. And this might just be a daily talk for some. Past trauma is number 2. Past trauma. It's still going back to what I just said. You're 5. Something happened. You're 5. Somebody did this. Maybe you've been abused. Maybe you've been neglected. Whatever the case is, at age 5, it is called the past. It is no longer in existence. Because if you are watching me right now, if you are watching me right now, whether you want to watch live or replay, if you are watching me right now, simple mean you have outgrown a stage called the past. You have survived a stage called the past. It is back there. So if you are watching me right now, simply mean you have outgrown that. We have survived. We are now survivor. We are now conqueror. We are now warriors. Therefore, past trauma should not be a grip that is holding us from moving a little bit closer into our destiny. Now, if you are paying attention in the comment section, you see that Theta is taking notes. So if you don't have your writing tools, you might take a screenshot if you wish. You can take a screenshot because Theta is taking notes over there. Thank you so much, Theta. So if you don't have all your writing stuff, yes, indeed, please go into the chat, take a screenshot. It is highlighted on the screen. You can take a screenshot of the screen as well. That is number 2. Number 3. Are you with me? Put in the comment section that you are still with me. If you are still with me, simple mean we can continue. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue by myself. Now, put in the comment section that you are still with me. Now, if you're still with me, then we can go on to number 3. Number 3, grip. That is holding us stagnant. Number 3, things that's saying that we are not working together. So if you are with me, put in the comment section, indeed. Past trauma, past drama. It is the past. We are no longer there. It cannot hold us hostage. Because when we turn our head like this and we think about all the past, did you know that this morning is already past? Thank you, Theta. Did you know that this morning already passed? Did you know that 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time? Did you know that Eastern Daylight Time already passed? 7 p.m. already passed? And whatever time that you are watching this, 40 minutes already passed. Therefore, you cannot go back into 40 minutes. So anything from now, in this present time that I am speaking, is past. So why should we keep on holding on to something that like 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago? It's past. It is time we allow that grip to be loosened. It's like you unbutton your shirt. Unbutton. It's time to unbutton some stuff and let that grip go. That grip got me. All of that gotta go. Yes. Now, let us go to the number 4. Number 4 is called unforgiveness. Unforgiveness. Yeah. You see, unforgiveness is something that is very rare. I'm going to say it's very rare that people really want to say truly that they're sorry. Very rare. Oftentimes we say, I love you over I am sorry. You cannot love if you're just not forgiven. Unforgiveness, we got to let the grip of unforgiveness go. When we do this, when we go into that unforgiveness state, we are freeing ourselves. We are freeing the mentality of how to move on. Let me tell you something, because I like to talk about myself. This is where I like to talk about me, because if I talk about me, nobody else can talk about me the way I talk about me. You see, for those who are just tuning in the session, I talk about myself all the time. Why? It is a part of my story. Why? Because nobody else can talk about me the way I can talk about me. Right? So I oftentimes talk about my parents. Yes, I talk about my parents all the time. Why? Because I am living off their legacy while I'm building mine. But you see, the moment I talk about them is where I know that my story is in place. And I talk about unforgiveness now. Oh, whoever is your God, my creator, I was mad. I was really mad when my mother died. I was mad, and I knew nowhere along the line I was going to move from that place when my mother died. No, I held on. I held on to that. I held on to all the past pain of my mother. She was dead. Yeah. And then my father came, and then my father died, and I was really mad with God now. I was really mad, and I'm like, no, you done left me as an orphan. No, I was mad with God, and I'm like, unforgiveness. Like, listen, now I'm trying to forgive God. Like, I'm trying to forgive you. I was telling God, like, I'm not forgiving. Like, how can I look and tell God, listen, God, I'm mad with you. I can't forgive you. And I was mad. And I said, I can't forgive. Like, I can't forgive God. And God is like, I'm bigger than you. I'm trying to forgive you. You be mad with me. And I was mad. And I held on to that for many years. I held on to that. And I'm with God, I'm mad. And that's what happened when we are not forgiving somebody, including ourselves. It's because we are mad. We are mad because somebody did us something. We are mad because somebody hurt us. Somebody stepped on our toe. Somebody hurt us. Somebody abused us. Somebody neglected us. Somebody left us. Somebody do all of that with us. And hey, we use the common word. Somebody broke up with us. Let me tell you something right about now. Nobody can break up with you because why? We are whole. So therefore, you cannot break up with me because I'm a whole person. So you breaking up with me, that's not a common word. That is not a word I will use. You can't break up with me because I can't break up with myself either. And when I was mad with God, I was like, oh, God, guess what happened? I'm not forgiving you because you took my parents. And God is like, I'm not leaving you. Okay, God, since you not leaving me and you took my parents, let's work this out. So that's all we got to do, honey. That is, darling, listen to me, audience. That is all we got to do. We just got to work it out. And I had to come to terms. And say, God, I'm not trying to work it out with you, but since you want to work it out with me, and since you are saying that you're not trying to go anywhere, because anywhere I go, you were following me, I don't know how many of you like when somebody follow you. Because on social media, everybody wants somebody to follow them. And when God said, listen to me, little girl, I am not leaving. I took your parents, so what? I'm not leaving you. So I had to get a grip of myself. Yes, I had to gather myself. And I have to accept the fact that, why am I being mad? Why do I tell God that I'm not forgiving him? When God has said, hello, I am forgiving you, but not forgiving me. So y'all get it? Yeah. So I had to gather my mental state of mind. I had to get a grip of this thing that forgiveness is the key. Because if I did not forgive God and myself, then I would not be your host tonight. Because maybe I would have been laid up somewhere in a 6 feet under. Ooh, wait. Yeah. So we got to let these things go. We got to allow the grip of these things to just fall off. It's like a little chain. Let these chains fall off. Let us break that down. Bam. Good. Gone. See you. Somebody mad you yesterday. Somebody upset you yesterday. Listen, your peace of mind matters most. Let it go. Absolutely. Let it go. Forgiveness is not only about you forgiving the next person, but it is about you. It is an individual thing. I told you this before, that everything that we are saying here, everything that I speak about is personalized. Everything about us is personalized. So when I had to forgive myself, I said, God, forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So right now, is there anybody that you need to go forgive? Forgive them. But I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm saying that. I am saying that because not for them, but for you. When you forgive somebody, you are releasing your heart. You are releasing your mind. Your mind, not theirs. Because whether they accept your apology, yes or no, at the end of the day, you loosen the grip and you are moving in forgiveness. So forgive somebody right now. If you have somebody, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people right now that you need to forgive, by all means, go ahead, write them a letter, send them a text, whatever you got to do, please, by all means, free yourself and forgive them. Yes, indeed. So the next one is we're going to go into that, because when we forgive, because God forgave me, I have to come into this place. And when I fall into this place, when God forgave me, I had to fall into this very category, because this very category means very much, so much to me. This category, when I realized that when I forgive, it was easy for me to come into this next way to let go all of that. When I came into this space, I realized, hey, the past is not here with me no more. The past can hurt me. Those who talk about me, my teacher who told me that I am so doubtful that I will not achieve much, even though I was very intelligent, I'm still intelligent. But even though she told me, she dimmed my light and told me that, hey, you are so doubtful, you're just going to hold yourself back. And I forgave her, because right now I kind of like let her go. You know, like, lady, I forgave because I would not be the host for you right now if I did not let her voice go. I allow myself to be free. I forgave, let go of the past, moving right along. Because guess what? I probably was in the 5th grade when she told me that, like, hey, excuse me, you're a brilliant girl, but you are very doubtful and the very things that you need to accomplish. But right now, I forgave her. So because I forgave her, I could stand here. Well, actually, I'm sitting right here as your host to let you know that this next category is called ingratitude. Ingratitude is simply mean that you are ungrateful. When we become ungrateful, honey, it is darkness. When we are ungrateful, it is a dark place. So that's number 5. When we are having the grip of ingratitude, we will not get far. I just want to say that bluntly. We will not get far. We think that we are moving, but we're still in a stagnant place. Because unforgiveness and ingratitude, they're like siblings, they're like little twins, they're like, you know, they're relative, they're like working together, like, I don't need to forgive you because I have nothing, you know, they work together. And I did not, that was not deliberate for me to put them together like that, but yeah, they work together. Unforgiveness and ingratitude, they work together, because now when you don't forgive me, now you become ungrateful for the very thing that God allowed me to do for you. So let us come to that place of being grateful. So when we let that grip go, then we loosen that grip of ingratitude, you will see that you will flourish a little bit better. When we loosen the grip of ingratitude, you will see that we come out of the mindset of poverty. Poverty is a mindset. Poverty is not about the amount of money we have. Poverty is a mindset. And what happened? When we have all these things, 5 or maybe 1, that's holding a grip on our heart and our mind, we will stay in a poverty mindset. It's about rising out of poverty. Is a place of conscious decision to rise up out of poverty. And that is exactly why we need to apply these 5 things, these 5 ways. Because when we are in that grip of ingratitude, we don't recognize the goodness of anyone, not even God. Not even God, because now we're in this state where we don't recognize the goodness of anybody. Ingratitude will keep us into a place of poverty. Let us not stay into this place of poverty. We can rise up, people. We can rise. We can rise. just recognize the goodness that somebody did for you. God woke us up this morning. God, I thank you. You're here, each and every one of you that's here right now. I thank you for showing up. I thank you, Dave, for showing up. I thank you, Theta, for showing up. I thank you, the Queen over there, for showing up. I thank you. Let us not take these things for granted. When somebody show up to help us, when somebody show up to just grab you like this, is it something we need a grip? We need a grip of somebody else's hand. To say, I got you. You're not in this alone. And when someone show up to say, you are not in this alone, I am here to stand with you. Let us be grateful. Say thank you. Say thank you, and let us not live off this grip that is holding us. That grip is holding us tight in gratitude around the world, in our family, in our community. It is a place of darkness. We so have light inside of us, because greatness comes with light. Why? God is great, and He created us in His image. So when we stand in our greatness, we are radiating light. So when we are radiating light, we are radiating it so someone could see us. We are radiating strength. So why? We could break off the shackles of all that is holding us hostage. Our very gifts and our very talents are being stagnant. We are at a place of laziness. Why? We are holding grip to these things. These grips are holding our heart and our mind. The first thing that we need to do is to loosen our mind of these 5 things. Or maybe one. Maybe one. Maybe one. Maybe it could just be one grip. One thing that's holding us. Maybe it could be one thing that is holding your heart, your mind. It may not be 5. Possibly it's not 5 of them. But out of those 5, is there one way, one thing that I listed right now? Is there one thing right now that we need to go and you know what? I'm loosening up the grip. I'm loosening the grip of grudges, of past trauma, of resentment, of unforgiveness, and ingratitude. Is there one? Whatever it is that we need to loosen up. Sometimes they say loosen up a little bit. Sometimes you're somewhere and they're like, loosen up a little bit. Loosen up a little bit. Loosen up a little bit and loosen up my curls and things. Loosen up a little bit. Sometimes we don't need to wear no tight clothes. We need some loose clothes. Sometimes we don't need, because there is an effect that when we put on our stuff, we wear a little tight clothes oh, that's too tight, some tight skinny jeans and stuff. Sometimes we just need to wear a skirt. Sometimes we just need to wear a baggy pants. Sometimes we need some loose clothes. And I tell you, when it's summertime, honey, we don't need to wear nothing tight. We just need to be free. Loose clothes. So we need to loosen up a little bit. Unlock those grips, those things that are holding us tight. It's like this tightness. Open your hand, stretch out your hand, help somebody else, support somebody else, forgive somebody else, say thank you to somebody else. And I tell you what, oftentimes we tell somebody thank you. We tell somebody, I am sorry, and we do all these things for somebody else. But I want to whisper to you tonight, each and every one of you, I want to whisper to you that the first thing that we need to do is to get a mirror, because I like the mirror image. I like the mirror exercise. The mirror exercise is really showing you that you need to speak to yourself. You know, they say don't speak to yourself, speak to yourself. So I like the mirror exercise. And the mirror exercises, or if you're not using mirror exercise, please grab your writing tools. And the first thing I would like to say to each and every one of you that's tuning in right now, grab your things and write a letter of forgiveness to yourself. Or talk in the mirror and say, Dave, I forgive you. Theta, I forgive you. Call your name and say that you forgive yourself. Because we are our best critics. And when we talk about ourselves, we talk about ourselves most of the time in not a positive way. Write a letter of forgiveness to yourself. Release yourself of that grip. Because we are moving forward. We are moving forward into our purpose. We are moving forward into our destiny. And for us to get there, we have to work together. I mentioned before that no one person can get nowhere by themselves. We all need each other. So let us jump on board and support each other as we get on this journey. Tonight, I want to thank each and every one of you, the queen that show up, first timer. Don't let this be your last time. We'd like to welcome you back. I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up. Because when you show up, I show up, and we show up together. And not only that we will show up together, we will rise together. So again, thank you so much for being here tonight. See you tomorrow, same time, same place.